Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video and I'm so excited as I embark in this journey with you guys. And the main reason for this is to learn how to code. I just want to share this opportunity and make everyone know that everyone can code. Coding is not just for some people with 4 heads or people with 2 heads. Coding, people that code for normal people, anybody who is interested and who want to know how to code can do so. So let's get started. Okay, so coding. What is coding? Before we get to the definition, I want us to know that when I mean coding here, I don't mean encrypting figures or text in order to hide information that is needed to be communicated from one party to another without a third party knowing what is happening. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So it's not passing secretive information. That's not the coding I'm talking about. The coding I'm talking about is computer code. How do we come up with computer codes? How do we create computer software? That's what I'm talking about. How do we create applications? These applications we use every day. How do we create them? How do we create websites? How does it work? So that's what I'm talking about. So the definition here is this is a series of texts put together in a particular computer language to create computer softwares, apps, and websites, causing the computer to behave in a particular manner. So if you want your computer to behave in a particular manner, you chip in some computer code and it's going to behave accordingly. Because with the computer is garbage in, garbage out, and good things in, good things out. That's just how the computer functions. So as I mentioned above, computer language. What is a computer language? Okay, before we get to that definition, I want us to understand what I'm trying to mean here. The same way, if you want to talk with a French person that understands only French, you need to learn French in order to communicate your information to the French person. The same way, if you want to talk to somebody from England and the person understands only English, you need to learn English to communicate what the information to the person. The same way you want to talk to somebody from Germany and the person understands only German, you need to learn German to communicate with the person. Is the same way, and so on and so forth. It's the same way if you want to communicate with your computer, you need to learn at least one computer language, at least one. But you should know that before we get there, that there are several computer languages that exist. Oh, there are so many. But learning just one is not bad. If you already have an idea about one, is a very good beginning and very good, in short, a very good beginning. So let's define what a computer language is. A computer language is a formal language used to communicate with your computer. So if you want to communicate with your computer, you want your computer to respond in a particular manner, you want your computer to understand what you're trying to pass in as information to, you learn a computer language. So why do we code? Why do we code? That's the next thing we should know. Should we learn how to code? So there are several reasons. People have several reasons on why they learn how to code. I'm going to list some few reasons here on why I think we should learn, each and every one should learn how to code. And in the comment section, you can always add more reasons to the ones I'll be about to list that you think we should learn the computer language. We should learn how to code. We should learn how to communicate with our computer. Why should we learn how to communicate with our computer? So the first reason is solving problems. If you're somebody who loves solving problems, as we all know, anybody having the ability to breathe, the ability to live, always have problems. You solve one problem, the next minute another one pops up. So we are always, human beings are just there trying to solve one problem to another. As you solve one problem, another one pops up. So we're just here trying to solve one problem to another. So the computer, learning how to code helps us to solve problems. It helps to reduce the problems that are just coming up. It helps to ease our life. So if the same way somebody came up with the idea of coming communicating via maybe messenger, sending instant messages to somebody in a different part of the world instantly, that's an idea, that's a problem that the person solved. So the same way you can sit and think around and find out the problem and try and use computer code to solve it in your corner, wherever you are. So the next reason why we should code is it has a huge salary, guys. um some people, like majority of persons learning how to code, take it as a profession, and they don't regret it because the salary backing it up is very huge. So you learning how to code and taking it as a profession, you won't regret it because you're gonna have a huge salary. Man, you're going to have very, very big account as salary. Apart from that, some people will be scared. Okay, I can learn how to code, and boom, I won't. Companies won't hire me. That is not the truth, because there are many companies out there scrambling for computer programmers. That's our next point. So there are many companies out there scrambling for computer programmers because many people are shying away from coding. Many people are shying away. They feel like coding is so difficult, it's so hard. They don't even want to think about it. It's a nightmare. It is not. It is as easy as I'm talking about like this. It's just to take your time. You sit down and you focus, and with a little bit of push and thinking, you are there. You know how to code. So the main part that I think is a little bit difficult for me even is coming up with the ideas. Like coming up with the ideas. What, okay, you have learned how to code. What should you do with the coding? So for me that's for me that's the difficult part, because the coding itself is not difficult, because you just sit and you concentrate and you follow the steps. They say do like this, do like this, and you do it. Fine, you get there. But now you need to take those steps, implement it into an idea, and come up with something that solves a problem. So that's where we should be attacking. But if you're working under a company that hires you, okay, they already have their problems, they already have everything spelled out. They just want you to take their coding knowledge and apply it into the ideas, and you solve the problem. Boom, that's all. You see that where I was even scared is already solved, because the company comes up with the ideas and you are just applying your code into the ideas and you're solving the problems. If you're somebody like me who's finds it a little difficult coming up with ideas and solving the problems, but once you get the basic knowledge on knowing how to code, you get there, as I explained above. So the next point is you can work not only from home. As a computer programmer, you can work from anywhere, guys. You can work from anywhere. You don't need you can be in Africa and you're working for a company in America. You can be anywhere and you're working for a company which is not where you are. So if you learn how to code, you don't limit your job application seeking just to the companies around you, because you need to get up in the morning and go there every day. No, you have a huge, like, learning how to code is like opening yourself to the world, because you can get access to a job which is not even around your area. It can be in a different continent, but you're working for that company and they're paying you for that, and not only little, that paying you enough money for that. So that is the reason, that is a very good reason why we should learn how to code. So the next reason is that whenever you apply even for another job and you just have a little idea on how to code, it stands you out. Any employee who is maybe doubting, okay, these people have the same qualification, which one should I take, which one should I take? By the time he glanced through your CV, he noticed that, okay, you have a little bit of knowledge on coding. Bam, you are just know that you'll be favored to somebody who has no knowledge, because the respect given to people who know how to code is actually is very high. It has happened to me in the past. It's actually happened to me in the past. I just had a tiny little bit of idea on how to code, and I was favored in a particular job that I was applying, which was not even coding. It was nothing about learning how to code. Meanwhile, I just took like a week or 4 days and try to learn how to code. So it's going to be advantageous to you, even if you don't take it as a profession. It's going to help you for when you're applying for your job. Like, it's going to help you out. The next point is, it helps you to understand other aspects of technology. Just being inquisitive to know how technology works. Guys, we all know how technology has affected every area of our lives right now. Whether it's in the medical field, technology is there. Whether it's in the grocery shop, the computer is there. Whether it's, you can name it, guys. Wherever you go to, the police stations, computers, technology is affecting every area of our life. So even when we want to get entertained, we still go to we still go to these apps and we get entertained there. So I think it's high time we should get inquisitive. We should try to know what happens in the background of these softwares, what actually happens, how does it function. So it's good for us to have an idea, to have a clue on how these apps functions for our good, not just for our good, but we for for our mind to be kind of calm or rest assured whenever we use them. Okay, so the next one is, improves your critical thinking ability. You won't think the same if you're thinking critical. If your thinking critical ability was about, let's say, a 3 on a 10, by the time you learn how to code, you skyrocket to a 7/10. I trust me. You think differently. You will be thinking critically over every issue, and that will help you for the rest of your life. Be rest assured. So if you want to increase your critical thinking ability, if you think maybe your thinking critically is just kind of low and you want to improve it, learn how to code. It's going to skyrocket it. If you think it's already high, you want to get it even more higher, still learn how to code. So it goes for many ways. Apart from all of these 7 points I've listed, you can just learn how to code too, just for fun. You can just have fun. For example, if your social media platforms have failed to entertain you some days, and for example, you have watched all your Netflix movies and you're bored, and if you're just bored, you just don't know what to do. Sometimes you've gone to work, you're back, it's a weekend and you're bored and you don't want to step out, just sit down and just learn how to code. It won't do you harm. As you know, living is a learning process. So you can just take learning how to code as one of your learning activities that you're doing, maybe during the weekends. And you will I promise you, you will find it really fun learning how to code. Trust me, you'll be really fun. You see how you talk to your computer using codes, and it responds to you, and it produces the results that you want. You'll be like you're discussing with somebody in a room without saying a word. That is how funny it is. So as I said above, you can, aside of all these points I've listed, you can comment in the comment section below what you think, why reasons why we should learn how to code. Okay, as a summary of these reasons of learning how to code, this is what we should take in mind after watching this video. So the first one, it if you learn how to code, it brings out the problem solver ability in you. Like, you become a problem solver. You just want to solve each and every problem, making life easy, not just for you, but for your loved ones and everyone around you. So apart from that, you're not just doing free. If you want to take it as a profession, it's going to be really attractive. You're going to have a great salary, a very attractive salaries from it. And don't be scared that you won't get a job. There are several job offers for computer programmers all around the world. The markets actually, like the Bible says at times, I don't want to quote to the Bible, but the job market for the computer programming is actually very high, but the laborers are really few. So getting to there, you'll be so many of you. You'll be sorry, you even be you have so much variety of choice that you'll be surprised. In short, you'll be so surprised. So next point, you can work from anywhere. You must not work from the home, you not work from an office. You can decide to work from anywhere. Learning how to code, you don't limit your ability just on the companies around you. You can be somewhere in one continent, you're working for a company in another continent. So that's how great it is. And it also stands out to your job, like it stands out for your job application, and it helps quench down a little bit our helping us to be inquisitive, and also understanding better how technology works and how all these application functions. And it's fun. It's fun. Learning how to code is fun, and also helps you to be more of a critical thinker than just accepting everything they tell you. So you be more of a critical thinker. So that's it. That's all we're going to learn for this video. And thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Click on the notification bell below such that anytime I upload any video, you'll be the first person to be notified. Comment, like, and share this video. Okay, stay blessed, stay great, and have a nice time with yourself. Have a nice time with your family, and be good. Ciao ciao.